you caught in the role, the identification, and the personality of who you think you are? Or are you going to the infinite part of yourself that lies within all of us? Are you caught in the stage, right? The movie screen? Are you just an actor? Or are you the director, the creator of the film? There are so many things right now that are limiting your perception of reality, and your perception is what creates the reality that you're experiencing right now on planet Earth. Guess what? You are multidimensional. You are not bound to any dimension right here on planet Earth. You can go anywhere. Any spiritual dimension is right in front of you. And yet here we are, locked in 3D, locked into the matrix, and yet nobody wants out, right? This all comes back down to free will. You can't help those people that are stuck in the matrix. You can't help anybody but yourself. Now, the sooner that you realize that the mind is the only thing that's keeping you entrapped in this game, that will be the starting point for you going through it. Yes, this is a game, meaning there are levels, right? And there is an end level, and there's some big boss at the end, and that boss is you, the mind. It's not some big, demon figure or whatever, right? This is you. You are the only one in the way of your own power, of your own abundance, of the ability to manifest, of your ability to have relationships and create the life of your dreams. Nobody can create this except for yourself. Now, when you jump into that creator, when you go into the infinite consciousness, which is within all of us, when you do that, that's when that light bulb goes on. That's when the kundalini rises. That's when you have this moment of awakening where you're like, yes, give me the sun, give me this energy now. Here we are in beautiful nature, 24/7, activating this light body, activating this kundalini, and that's what it takes. Honestly, start with your environment. If you feel like you can't access that energy and you're not as powerful or a manifester, or you're not abundant, then start with your environment. Start changing where you live, where you work, right? Go for a walk in nature. Start thinking about the house and the setting that is going to be making you thrive, right? It's 2021. It's time to go beyond just survival, right? Those are your options, people. That's it. Okay, you have the ego, or which I call the lower self, and this is based out of survival. You'll notice that the ego only wants to keep you safe. That's it. Trying to protect you at all costs, right? That is wired into our DNA. It's always going to be there. Now, what you have to do is practice the override mechanism, right? You have to override the lower self and tap into the higher self, which is based in that infinite consciousness right here within the heart, within the heart. It's this beautiful tiny space, and you are the only one that can access it. Nobody can do this for you. Nobody. You can't read books, watch videos. You have to experience this. Take all of this information, take everything that you've ever learned, and go apply it to your life. Right? Because it's not about being a meditator. It's not about being a yogi or being some guru or this mystical person or woke or whatever. It's not about that. It's about life itself. It's about you showing up and practicing authenticity and unconditional love. That's it. Are you honest? Are you sincerely honest and radically honest at the core of your being? Or are you practicing that fake it till you make it still? Are you still doing that same old thing and practicing the same old thing, expecting different results? Right? That's literally the definition of insanity. I know you're not insane. You're just caught in that stagnant energy, and it's time to do something new that you've never done before. And it doesn't have to be this huge move out of state or go live off grid like me or do something crazy radical, right? That's just me being in my heart. What I want you to do is just go out to your little bookstore or go listen to a new genre of music, right? Go try a new style of food. Go to the produce aisle and try a new piece of fruit you've never had before, right? This will get your neurons firing. This will get your brain thinking differently, right? When you think differently, you're going to have different results. Now, that is the key. That is the first step to creating that new version of yourself and getting out of that stagnant energy and going in tune with that infinite consciousness which lies within all of us. That's it. You have the choice. It is laid out in front of you. Are you too comfortable to reach out and grab it? That is the question, because comfort kills. We all know that, right? It comes back to balance. I'm not telling you to go lie on a bed of nails tonight instead of that bed. I'm telling you to switch it up a little bit. Break the routine, right? Get out of that grind, right? Because that is the habit that you've been in that is no longer serving you, and you know it. You know it at the deepest level of your being. You just don't have the courage yet to fully act on it. And the heart chakra, the energy, the kundalini, this awakening, this fifth dimension is all about the heart. It's all about the heart. What are you doing to bring more energy to the heart, cultivating that unconditional love? Because that's what this Earth School is all about. Unconditional love. Welcome to the Great Awakening, because if you're stuck in the mind, if you're stuck in your identification of who you think you are, that's where you need to start. Recognize that you are not this body. You are not your thoughts. What are you then? Ask that question to yourself. I'm not here to answer it for you. I want you to take everything with a little grain of salt and question everything, even for me. Whatever I say, I want you to go question it yourself and experience it for yourself. Don't just take my words for it, right? You got to lead the horse to water, but you are the only one that can drink. That's it. Now, how are you doing this? What does that even mean? Right? Are you stuck on the stagnant tap water, fluoride, calcifying the pineal gland, not allowing you to experience the higher consciousness? Or are you out here in nature, baby? We're out here in nature 24/7, living off grid, living in tune with this magical energy. Yes, it is magic. Why? Because it goes beyond all of your identifications of what you thought was possible, right? That's literally the definition of magic, right? Something beyond our comprehension of the mind. Are you in that magical energy? That magical dimension lives within all of us. Are you tapping into it? Or are you stuck in the mind and the limitations that only you have created? Remember that. You created those limitations, and you are the only one that can break free of it. Remove those shackles from your ankles so you can finally be free. It's called meditation. It's called clean eating, right? Living foods, prana, alkaline diet. Why do you think I talk about the sea moss so much and Shilajit and all these superfoods? You have to awaken the light body. You have to access this infinite consciousness. Otherwise, you're going to do it all over again. This is the samsara, the cycle of birth and death that is happening. And guess what? You've been in it for a very long time. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be comprehending these words right now. You are literally an old soul. You've been on this cycle for so long that you can't even remember it, right? It all just merges into one. Now, this could be your last round if you choose it, right? When you truly transcend the identification from the lower self and you attach to the higher self and you fully grab hold of it and you are just going for it without any regrets or any hesitation, that is the potential. That is what we are here to do. Because remember, if you're not thinking, someone's going to think for you. There's something in your phone to distract you right now. There's some agenda. There's some thought creeping up right now that's just going to control your consciousness and get all of your attachments in life, right? That is what you've been doing this entire time, for many lifetimes, in fact. So why not practice something different? Why not do something radical, something you've never done before, and see where that takes you, right? Because what you've been doing right now isn't working. We all know that. That fake it till you make it, that old paradigm thinking, law of attraction, visualization, those things are no longer going to work. It's about full transparency. It's about going in tune with this fifth dimension with a complete open heart and full faith and trust in the universe, in you, which is the universe. That's what we're here to do. And welcome to the Great Awakening, because I'm not sure if you are aware that you're in it right now. You're experiencing it. This is it. This next 3 to 5 years will be the most difficult years of your life as we ascend to the fifth dimension, and literally this earth is changed. We are creating the new earth. You need to do your part and recognize that love is always the vehicle. Love is that thing that is going to get you where you need to be. Thank you all for being here. Shout out to the Inner Circle members. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon page, keeping this channel alive, keeping the podcast going. Thank you so much. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. I would not be here without you guys. So thank you so, so much. Until next time, infinite love and infinite peace. I'm out.